Hi, I'm John Farmelo with Stonington Yacht Sales in Stonington, Connecticut. Today we are aboard Surprise, a 1984 Little Harbor 44 sloop. The Little Harbor 44 was a holy grail boat for many, many years of yachtsmen, and it remains with that status today. It's surprising to me how many people actually tell me this is the one boat they always wish that they could own. And if that includes you, well, Surprise is available for sale. She is a 1984, as I mentioned. She has been extraordinarily well maintained here at Dodson Boatyard in Stonington, Connecticut. Her varnish is perfect. Her decks are fantastic. They were replaced a number of years ago. The engine was replaced a number of years ago. The mast was painted a few years ago. She's just got everything you could possibly need. It's a pretty blustery day out here in the harbor and chilly, but we are totally comfortable behind the Dodger in the cockpit, and this cockpit is very, very roomy. It's actually surprisingly roomy given the age of the boat and the size, for that matter. These are just super comfortable boats. We have electric winches, which were also an upgrade. Fantastic drop leaf table that's permanently mounted in the center of the boat. Who even thought about one of those in 1984? That's common today, but it certainly wasn't back then. And we'll let you take a look at the side decks and some of the items on deck going forward. Super roomy side decks, very sized, large sized midship cleats. There's two midship cleats on both port and starboard with stainless steel chocks cut into the typical Ted Hood tow rail. And that's an unusual feature in itself, just having two midship cleats. Allows you to have two different spring lines on single cleats, so you don't have to take one off to adjust the other. There's a large vertical windlass forward, a big Rockna anchor, room for a second anchor if so desired. We've got a in-mast furling main, roller furling jib, solid boom vang, Harken main sheet traveler. Like almost all of Ted Hood's designs, this is a centerboard boat, keel centerboard design. These things were and are still fantastic offshore boats that did really, really well in the Bermuda races and the Halifax races and so forth. And they're super, super comfortable at sea, just super well behaved. When you go down below, you get to see what often is the most impressive part of a little harbor for a lot of people. It's the interior joiner work is exquisite. It's just finely finished, and they don't leave any unused space in these boats. When there's a little empty area somewhere, like this little drawer under this top step, angled, dovetailed, solid woods, unwasted space. Typically useful. It's crazy what they do. Big, deep ice box with refrigeration by Grunnert, all rebuilt at one point. Nice 3-burner shipmate stainless steel stove with oven. Double stainless steel sinks. Foot pump for the water, and also a Seagull filtered water supply for drinking water. That's a fantastic filtering system. You should look into them. Settee to starboard with a center line settee, and this is actually the engine box. So when you open that up, the engine, which is a newer Yanmar, is super accessible, from all the way around it. It's just fantastic. There's a port settee that is also, both of these can serve as sea berths. The nav station is large and functional. the aft end of the port settee. Again, storage everywhere, bookcases, curved paneling into the lockers. And in this boat, we have sort of a unique arrangement in the aft cabin in that while there's not a separate head, this cabin does have head facilities. There's a sink located in under this counter, which is great. Hot and cold water, of course. And then under this area, a little locker, is a toilet. So your guests don't have to bother you or walk all the way forward to use the head. It's a big, big quarter berth in here. And again, great storage, super cabinets and lockers, solid teak and holly cabin sole, all nicely varnished. And then going forward, we have a lovely forward V-berth cabin. There is a filler for that. We have it out right now. And again, there's drawers and lockers and great storage. These lockers that are up above the cabin, or the berths, port and starboard, are huge. They absorb an awful lot of stuff. This cabin has a beautiful set of drawers and lockers off to port, and then it has its own door into the very large forward head. There's great ventilation throughout the boat. Again, just the detailing is beyond compare. So that's a quick look at Surprise. If you have any interest in her, please feel free to get in touch with me. Again, it's John Farmelo with Stonington Yacht Sales. My contact information will be displayed at the end of this video. Thank you for watching.